weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 50 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
9-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan is going to find his running back. It's complete.
Ryan's pass.
Call it a gain of 3. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle. But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a gain of 7.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard line.
Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball.
Sack. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Panthers.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Carry for Carolina.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Carolina.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21. Falcons
Set
nothing.
now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll run with Smith. they'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keith Smith taking it in. And the Falcons cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And again, it's Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. It's fourth.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the Falcons' 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Carolina.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Panthers.
This is McCaffrey. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and now in that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. They're running with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
At the 41.
From the 41, Ryan. That one complete to Hill. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw again is Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll make it 2nd down.
33-yard line.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Now Ryan. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
To kick off for Atlanta.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st down, Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's
a really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give